So right now.
And then I called my man. I said who I wanted.
You want Weezy?
Nah, I said I wanted 50. That's what I said. He don't want no smoke though.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, things is not about to go well for T.I.P. I ain't gonna lie. You trying to say that 50's ducking smoking versus, but we all know the truth and we gonna get to the facts in just a few. T.I. is feeling himself ever since leaving the comedy scene, getting back into rapping. He's talking about making this crazy comeback. Is T.I. getting way ahead of himself? And what is 50 gonna do in response? Listen, gang, I need y'all to hit the like button and hit the hype button, cause we about to get deep.
Sipping slow, yakking the act, thinking I'm dead.
Oh, champ. Run up these likes, and make sure you hit the hype button because it helps the channel in a major way. T.I. is going off on 50 Cent during an interview with Shannon Sharp. Alright, he's trying to say that Fifth Duck smoke in the verses and how he would cook 50 in the verses, trying to paint the narrative that 50 don't really want no smoke in these verses and that he got a whole clip load of hits that Fifth just can't compete with. Is T.I. way in over his head? What is he on? Maybe it's the spray, maybe it's the spice. I don't know what they got out there in Atlanta, but salute to Atlanta. Listen, you gotta hit the hype button and hit the like button because we about to get it in.
So right now.
And then I called my man. I said who I wanted.
You want Weezy?
Nah, I said I wanted 50. That's what I said. He don't want no smoke though.
Oh, Lord.
I called my man. He don't want no smoke. He ducking smoke. It's cool. So now, here we trying to think about other people who would do it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, champ, yo, Tip, I ain't gonna lie. This is not the type of energy you want to put out there now. I'm going to tell the truth about this entire situation since people don't seem to get it. And I understand 50 is under scrutiny right now. People not feeling Fifth. People want Fifth to respond to 5 in a rapping manner and all this nonsense. Okay. But listen up. Here's what Fifth has always said about verses. Fifth feels that verses is was just for the whole pandemic, champ. He doesn't feel like he needs to participate in that. He said this countless times, champ. Also, maybe he'll change his mind if the bag is big enough. Maybe if they have a sufficient amount that Fifth finds suitable for him and his brand, maybe, just maybe, he'll reconsider it. But I don't think T.I. has enough to mess with 50 Cent. If we're being real here, Fifth is a much bigger artist than Tip is. We just gotta be real. All pause is necessary. Let me just call him T.I. because saying Tip and Big together doesn't sound good. I won't say that, champ. Alright? I'm not gonna say that. But T.I., champ, I don't think you are in the same realm of stratosphere as a Fifth. Now, let's not get it wrong and say, hey, Tip don't got hits like that, because he does. He does have hits like that, but is it enough to compete with Fifth? I don't know, champ. Listen, and Tip got a great catalog. I don't want to shame his catalog. His catalog is great. He got a great catalog, and he got some bangers. We're not going to act like he doesn't, but when it comes to 50 Cent, he's much of a bigger giant, champ. He's much more of a giant in comparison to you, champ. I ain't gonna lie. You dig? But let's see what else let's see what else T.I. had to say. Alright, when it comes to this. Let's see what else he had to say.
We mentioned Wayne, and Wayne wouldn't be bad. I respect Wayne. I'm a Hot Boy fan.
Yes, sir.
I feel like that would make some sense. I don't think Wayne really into it, but you know what I mean? I think that would make some. I don't think he into the idea of doing it at all.
Right.
He's not into any ideas because he's high, champ. Yeah, Wayne has been an addict for years, champ. That's probably why he has zero interest in doing the verses, because if he does the verses, he's not going to remember any of his songs. Yeah, remember, he has memory issues nowadays. Like, when you ask Wayne stuff, he usually doesn't have a great memory of anything. Barely. He probably doesn't even remember who Drake is at this point. We just got to be real about the situation. Now, Wayne versus Tip, to me, is a very good battle. I'm not going to lie. But even then, I think if Wayne is in a very sober state of mind, maybe not so out of his mind, it maybe he would also potentially clean up T.I. as well to some degree. But again, T.I. does have bangers, has hits. Is it enough though? I don't know, champ. I mean, to me, when it comes to verses and rappers, you have to have something old that's still relevant to this day. Like, you gotta have something old that'll still hit to this day. You can't have a washed up song. You can't have a dated song. And when I say dated, I mean a song that was only good for the date that it came out and not further. You feel what I'm saying? Like, moving along, years pass and this song doesn't hit the same. Yeah, you might not wanna, use those records. And obviously T.I. has those, right? He has records that just probably won't hit for this time, but then he also has records that do. You dig what I'm saying, man? Now T.I.'s not bigger than Wayne, and he's not bigger than 50 Cent when it comes to just rankings wise, as far as being an artist. He's not bigger than any of those two. But T.I., to his own right, he is a legend, right? He is the original king of the South. All right, who he was dubbed that first, and he has a catalog, but he just isn't fit for someone like a Fifth. Wayne, okay, you have an argument. I think it'll be a better battle, but I don't think he wins that either. But T.I.'s confident as he should be. I respect that much, but I think you're in over your head with this whole 50 talks, because if 50 feels like you're trying to belittle him, it's gonna get ugly for you. And again, T.I. is just now coming off of his nasty comedy run that wasn't just good at all. It was terrible. People are complaining about his comedy. He's left the comedy scene. He's cut his dreads and all that. This whole comedy press run is officially out, and people have roasted him for his horrible job at being a comedian. So now he's back in rap. He's talking about making a comeback, and he is taking shots. Shit. He's targeting Fifth. I don't think Fifth wants to do a versus. I don't think he's interested in doing a versus, unless maybe he's paid a very handsome amount of money, perhaps. But let's see what else T.I. had to say in regards to this versus thing.
I mean, and
that T.I. 50, that'll feed families, boy. That's a good one.
Damn.
Yeah, but I ain't in a hurry to do nothing, bro. I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm chilling.
So this is Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco. This is their pod, I guess, and yeah, T.I. is talking that versus talk, but there's a high chance that he ain't gonna get a versus with Wayne nor Fifth at all. Like, he's probably not ever gonna get a versus with those guys. Now, I think that it's more of a possibility for him to get it with someone like a Rick Ross, perhaps. Like, there's people who's willing to do that. I just think that the people that he's gunning for have zero interest in it. Like, Jay-Z is another person who said he's never doing a versus because nobody can compete with him. You dig what I'm saying? And obviously, T.I. is never going to ever win a versus against Jay-Z, nor 50 Cent. We just gotta be real. Fifth remains relevant to this day. Get Rich or Die Trying is still incredibly relevant to this day. I mean, Fifth has songs like that are just mega hits that everyone knows. So, like I said, Fifth is a huge giant. T.I. isn't like a super huge giant, but you could very well put him in like a top 50 hip-hop, rappers of all time. Like, you could easily put him in a top 50 greatest rappers of all time. T.I. being there wouldn't be problematic whatsoever. He's a complete, total package rapper. He has hits. He has bars. He's a legend. You dig what I'm saying? Especially for the South in general, you have to put him up there in that Mount Rushmore at least. You dig what I'm saying? But I don't think that this is something that T.I.'s ever gonna get. But like I said, belittling 50 is not in your best interest at this time, champ. Like, look what he said.
So right now,
And then I called my man. I said who I wanted.
you want Weezy?
Nah, I said I wanted 50. That's what I said. He don't want no smoke, though.
Oh, Lord.
I called my man. He don't want no smoke. He ducking smoke. It's cool.
Yeah. See, Fifth not gonna take that lightly. Because basically, in Fifth's head, you're calling him a P, champ. Yeah, you're calling him out. You're calling him what's between the thighs of a woman. That's how Fifth is gonna take this. This is how I'm gonna take this. Anyone from Queens, from New York City will take this as, oh, word, you trying to say I'm not on that? Copy. Now this doesn't mean that Fifth will be triggered to do a versus. This only means that Fifth is just gonna disrespect T.I. on another level and be petty on Instagram, which I'm sure he's gonna do, because that's just how Fifth is. Fifth is definitely gonna take the social media to pretty much drag T.I. in whatever way he sees fit. So in hindsight, T.I. might have wanted to avoid this whole conversation, especially mentioning Fifth. Listen, you can mention Wayne all day. Wayne's not gonna say anything. Wayne's not gonna remember you said anything. But when you mention 50, champ, be prepared for what comes with that. All right, and I'm not just saying that because he said he wants to battle him in a versus. I'm saying that because 50 is petty and he's gonna take your message the wrong way, because to him it's gonna look like you're belittling him. And I'm not saying that that's what T.I. is trying to do. I'm just telling you that that's how Fifth is gonna take it, and that's how I would have took it. Anyone from New York would have took it that way. Like, word, that's how you feel, champ? Well, I got something for that, champ. Watch this response. So Fifth is definitely gonna respond. Don't know when, but it's gonna be interesting when he does. That's all I'm gonna say, champ. But hey, T.I., you on your own with this one. I know you're trying to make that revival back into rap after a terrible comedian run. But we're gonna see what happens, gang. Listen, I want y'all to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, though. Is T.I. really bugging? Because I think that he is. I think he's wailing, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Alright? Hit the like. And most importantly, hit the hype button, because that helps the channel in a major way. We're gonna have more content. Stay tuned for more. But one more thing before we get all the way out of here, and make sure you subscribe, and make sure you join the Discord and all that stuff if you're new to the channel. But one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. You ready, gang? It's the mayor, the one and only New York Mayor, F. Mom Donnie, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. That's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Hit the like, subscribe. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.